Hello, everybody. Well, our members of our Facebook page are already here, but if you register for these, welcome. We are talking wedding dress trends for 2021 today. I am with the beautiful Christina from Luxe Bride Guide, and we are going to be featuring dresses from Moonlight Bridal and Val Stefani. Uh, it's going to be really, really cool and really, really fun. I am telling you, the dresses are fantastic, right, Christina? You already saw them.
Oh yes, I'm lucky. I already got a sneak peek, and they are absolutely stunning.
Yes, they have three beautiful collections on the Moonlight Bridal side, and the sister company, Val Stefani, they have two collections that we are going to be seeing today. I'm going to press play on our video so you can see just a sneak peek of what's coming your way. I am going to be waiting a little bit just to make sure everybody is here and we have time for everybody to join us. By the way, on these collections, I am loving the styling. The accessories are just so trendy and so on point. I cannot believe it. And also another thing I wanted to tell you guys is underneath each dress, you're gonna find the name and the name of the collection and the style number. So you may want to take screenshots, or you may also want to take pen and paper and write them down just to make sure you don't lose this. But also, we are going to be sending you the replay of this video. You're going to get it by email if you register. And if not, you didn't register, you can still go to our Facebook page and watch the video so you can replay those dresses that you like, and make sure you write them down. So when you make your appointment to go try them on, you can tell your stylist what dress is the one that you're interested in.
Great idea.
Yes.
Definitely jot it down, guys. You don't want to forget.
Yes, and there's so many beautiful ones right now. So yeah, take pen and paper and let's get started. I first want to introduce myself. I'm Alejandra Baca, but you guys can call me Alex. I know Alejandra is sometimes hard for some people, so I have been going by Alex for a while. I'm the editor of Belle magazine. I have been in the wedding industry for 15 years already, and I had Belle magazine for 10 years. I've been working with many bridal designers throughout these years. Moonlight and Val Stefani are some of the ones that I constantly work with because they work so well with my readership, and the dresses are just stunning. And this is Christina. And Christina, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christina Castanguay. I know that's a mouthful too. So I am the founder of Luxe Bride Guide, a bridal Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and blog for the fashion-forward bride-to-be or wedding lovers out there. I started working in bridal when I was 18 in sales, and since then I've transitioned into doing social media. And I now do social media management for a variety of clients in the bridal space and beyond.
Perfect. And before we move on, I also want to share with you guys that our Instagram handles. If you have any questions during this, after this, or when you are watching the replay, please send them over, but also follow us, right? Follow me, follow Christina, and follow Moonlight Bridal and Val Stefani, and send them all your questions about the specifics of the dresses, sizing, pricing, all those questions. They are ready for you to ask them any questions, and they are ready to answer them for you. So yeah, let's get started with the trends. So here's trend number one that I'm super excited about, just because we know that 2020 has been a little difficult for weddings, right? Everybody's getting married in a different way or had to make changes on the way they're getting married. So the simple mini morning looks are what is super trendy right now. And I feel also like this trend it's not anything new to the wedding world. We saw it with Meghan Markle. She's the one that introduced the simple dresses to the wedding industry. But now more than ever, they are perfect for this timing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like brides are still wanting to celebrate, of course, but having less people. And I think they want something simple, understated, and easy because let's be honest, the planning of these things has been stressful enough. And then save the wow factor for when they have a big reception and it's safe to do so. But these are still absolutely gorgeous, even though they're very simple. It's all about, clean lines and cool details done in a modern way.
Yes. And this is one of my favorite dresses from Moonlight collection. It's simple in the front, but kind of like party in the back, right? So more than party, it's more like romance and elegance in the back. Even though in the front it's really chic, really simple, the back, it just takes it to a whole new level of glam.
Absolutely. And I think it's a mixture of romantic and modern with the way you have the sheerness in the back and the buttons. I think it's the perfect combination for the bride that wants a little bit of everything when it comes to her bridal style.
Yes. And just a little reminder, guys, for those of you who came in late, make sure you either screenshot the style numbers or you write them down so you can go dress shopping ready and prepare. Oh, another thing I want to mention before we move on is I love the headbands, by the way. I am absolutely loving the headbands. It's so trendy right now as well.
That's a big trend for sure.
Yes. So here we have more simple styles. These are from Moonlight Tango, which is the lower price point collection from Moonlight Bridal. And the first one is simple, but yet super like fairy tale moment with the understated skirt that has the floral pattern, but the florals are not so on your face, right? Like they're very subtle and really, really ethereal.
That's absolutely. Yeah. Florals are in too, guys. That's like a little mini trend within this trend. So definitely look for floral print laces and floral details when you're shopping.
Yeah, for sure. And then the one in the middle, I mean, it's just simplicity, elegance, chic. I love the fact that it has the little beading on the strap that gives it like that little glam look without taking the simpleness from it, right?
Yes, it's very clean. And I love too that mesh insert in the back too. It's just something that's a little bit different, but not too much.
Yeah. And I love the mesh that some designers are doing is not so skin tone. It's more on the ivory white, which gives brides from all skin colors that the same look, right? Because
Absolutely.
Before, when they were doing different skin tones, not every dress worked for every bride. And now with a little ivory and white mesh, every skin color really looks good on these dresses.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah. And then our last dress, this is one of my very most favorite from the Moonlight and Val Stefani Spring 2021 collections. This dress is just so chic, so clean, so amazing. And I love the accessories that they did with it, with this look. But also I feel like you can put anything. You can put a bell on it. You can put a big headpiece. You can wear your hair down. Like anything will work with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you have a dress that's more simple, it's a great canvas. So if you're someone who loves to play with jewelry or accessories or headpieces, going with a simple dress is a great way to really let your personality shine through your accessories.
Yes. And in a little bit, you guys are going to see the back of this dress, which is also amazing.
It is.
Awesome. And now we're moving to trend number 2, which is detachable pieces. It's also a trend that is just so on point for the times of pandemic and new mini monis and micro weddings, because it gives you the possibility of having 2 different looks with one dress, right?
Yes. And the nice thing about this is, I think before the pandemic, we were seeing brides do, the fuller skirt for the ceremony and then take it off for the reception. But what you can do is reverse it and do the more fitted dress for your mini moni and then put the skirt on for your bigger reception next year. So you have an even more dramatic look, but it's the same dress that you loved that you picked out to begin with, which I think is great.
Yes, yes. And this dress that you saw on the video is the same dress that we have on the left hand side. And I love that the skirt is not so much of a skirt. It just gives you a little bit of glam on the sides. It makes your hips look bigger, so it gives you a more curvaceous look, but also gives you the long train, right? Which is also very, very on trend right now.
Yes, absolutely. And it's also great if you kind of struggle with wanting to show off your shape, but you want something with a little bit more volume. This is a great trend to achieve both looks in one.
Yes, yeah. And the one in the middle is just so glammy. It's really classic, but it also has romance and glamour all over it. I love the skirt because it's super full in the back. It really looks like a ball gown, and you take it off and it's a perfect mermaid.
Yes. You get those 2 looks in one. And also I think too, the off the shoulder strap is really beautiful. And that's something we'll be getting to in a bit.
Yes.
So you'll be seeing more of that for sure.
Yes. And then again, we go back to my favorite dress. And this one comes with a detachable strap. And the strap has beading on it, which again takes it to a whole new level of glamour. So you can wear the strap for the reception and take it off for the ceremony, or do the other way around. Maybe during the ceremony, you want to put a cover up with this one and then take off the cover up and put the detachables for the reception. So it has just so many possibilities, and I just love it.
Yeah, it's so versatile. And I think it just goes to show too, something as simple as a beaded strap, which may seem really small, can change your entire look.
Yes, absolutely. And then again, another reminder, guys, of writing down your favorite looks or screenshot your favorite looks. So when you go dress shopping, you're ready to go. And we are going to move on to our next trend, which we talk a little bit about that, is the off-the-shoulder strap. And they have so many in the collections and the new collections for Moonlight Bridal and Val Stefani. So many off-the-shoulder gowns with beautiful straps that are they are simple, some of them are not so simple. So they had something for everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Anything from a more delicate strap to something that's a little bit more substantial, depending on what you're looking for. And this is something we've been seeing trending for a while, but I think this trend isn't going anywhere. It's going to be staying for quite some time.
Yes. And it's also really figure flattering. Like it gives you a more hourglass look.
Yes.
Right? So that's one of the reasons it's not going anywhere. Everybody's loving it.
Yes.
And this is the same dress we saw on the video. And I love the fact that the strap has the same detail that the neckline has. So also you can see the same detailing on the hem of the skirt. So it has like a lot of balance of that floral trend that you were talking about as well. It's everywhere, but in the right places, right?
Yes, and it's very cohesive. It doesn't look like something, you know, that has just been stuck on that doesn't match the dress. It beautifully flows with the rest of the look, and it's almost like jewelry a little bit, I feel like, because
Yes,
it's so ornate.
yes, absolutely. And then we were talking about how they also have simple straps that are off the shoulder. This one is it's more on a tulle, less of lace or applique. And I just love the fact that if you really notice, it has like little beadings. I don't know if they're pearls or crystals, but it gives a little like sparkle to the look. And I just feel it is very sexy and romantic, but it also is elegant, right?
Yes, absolutely. It takes the look to the next level. And I think it almost gives that like very like princess feel. Like you think
Yeah,
Belle and Beauty and the Beast with the off the shoulder strap, that I feel like all girls like love that dress. And I feel like it's bringing a little bit of that magic into bridal.
yes, absolutely. I love the fact also that it's not all lace all over. So it has the combination of different fabrics, which in my opinion is a little bit more modern, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And then the dress in the middle, that's from the Val Stefani collection. This one is the most luxurious that they have. So as you can see, the fabric is really rich. The strap is really rich. It's really ornated. And that neckline is just fantastic.
Yes, it's super flattering.
Yeah.
Just the way that it's cut, and also too, it really elongates the body when you have a sweetheart neckline like that.
And the train of this dress, I'm going to show it to you guys
Yes.
later too. It's so on point. Yeah, it's really nice. And the dress on the left, again, it has the combination of the lace, and then it has two on the skirt. So again, a little bit more modern, less rich. And this one is from the Moonlight Couture, which is also the high price line for the Moonlight collection. So this one is also a little bit, again, more couture, more high end, but still so beautiful. I love the fact that the skirt has like big florals. So the appliques are not tiny little things. They are big and they make a big statement. I love that.
Yes, and when you combine those fabrics too, like on the skirt, it adds a little bit of texture, which also makes your dress look and feel more expensive, instead of it just being like one flat fabric.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're moving to trend number 4. And this one is about necklines. So I feel like because dresses in some cases have to become simpler, designers are getting more creative with the necklines to make a statement without putting beading, without putting lace. Although in the case of Val Stefani and Moonlight Bridal, I'm gonna say they do have amazing lace and beading, right? But definitely the necklines are gonna become pieces that add or places where designers are adding drama to the dresses, and also a little bit of that uniqueness that you're looking for your wedding days, for sure.
Yes, I totally agree. And you know, some of the changes even aren't huge. It's just taking something classic like a sweetheart neckline and just updating it a little bit to make it more current. But you'll see what we mean on the next the next
Yes,
slide. There's some examples.
yes, for sure. So again, the first dress that you have, that's the same one that we saw on the video. And the neckline is super simple. It's just a strapless, no sweetheart, but it has that low cut with the beading and a little bit of mesh, right?
Yeah, so it's a little bit sexy, a little bit geometric almost with how it's cut, since it's a little bit more squared off. And I love how they have like that lace insert in the middle because it gives a little bit of coverage, which is great.
Yeah. And then the one in the middle, the dress in the middle, has that little detail. I think it's more of not so much of a floral, but more of a leaf type of detail, which really takes it to a whole new level. Even though it's a V, a deep V, you can still have a little bit of coverage and then make it so sexy or so revealing, right? It's still classy.
Yes, yes. And the deep V too, along with, you know, the applique on the bottom of the skirt that's trailing upward, that creates a long line. So the eye is drawn in a vertical. So if you're looking to elongate your shape, that's definitely a great way to do it.
Yes, for sure. And then the last dress, this one is one of my favorites. It's just like the ultimate wedding dress. This one will look good on everybody, and it has that sweetheart neckline, and it goes a little bit deep, but not too deep, and it has details all around the sweetheart neckline. I feel like that makes it super modern, but at the same time keeps it very classic. This is a dress that you can wear right now, or you can wear in 5 years or in 10 years, and it's still gonna look current.
Yes, it's super timeless. And I love too that more blush lining underneath really lets the
Mhm.
lace stand out even more than it already does.
Yes. Now we're moving to romance. So we feel like because we didn't get to celebrate weddings in a big way during 2020, after everything goes back to normal in 2021, brides are gonna feel like they want to celebrate in a big, big way. And what a better way to do it than a ball gown or a nail line that just calls romance into the big day.
Absolutely. And I feel like A-lines are definitely coming back. I think we've known for a long time that it's probably, if not one of the most flattering shapes you can wear, the most flattering shape for every body type. So I absolutely love this trend. And I think too, it's really, you get that like drama, but it still keeps it nice and light. It's the best of both worlds.
Yes, for sure. It's not too big as a ball gown, but it's still having the romance factor with a little bit more comfort.
Yes, exactly.
The first look again is the one that we saw on the video. I love the fabric in the skirt because it's a lace, but it's not floral. And it has a little bit of metallic reflection that gives you the spark. And then the contrast between the wrap bodies. I feel it's very romantic, but really, really on the now.
Yes, yes. And that ruching is super flattering. And the lace is modern, which is another little like micro trend that you're going to see this year is more of a modern lace, a little bit less like traditional when you think of lace.
Yeah,
um, and
let's
it's just
for
that
sure.
color too is super romantic. I feel like that off-white kind of creamy color. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. The one in the middle is from their Moonlight Tango collection, which is the lower price point. But I feel like this dress doesn't say low price point at all. I mean, this is beautiful and it will look expensive for anyone. I love the fact that you have the simplicity on the skirt on the bottom and all the attention goes to the bodice. That makes it really, really romantic. And those straps are just so beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. I think it highlights your face, which is beautiful. So people
Mhm.
absolutely notice the dress, but they'll also notice you wearing the dress.
Yeah.
And I love how they styled it too with that just like super soft romantic waves in the hair. I think it goes perfectly.
Yeah. I feel like a cathedral long veil, just tulle, very simple, would look beautiful because it will match perfectly the skirt.
Yes, I agree.
And then the one on the right, that's from their couture collection. And you can really see how couture this is with the layered skirt and the heavy lace on the bodies. This is like the ultimate Cinderella dress.
Yes, and that skirt, that's another trend we're going to be seeing is, ruffled and textured skirts with a lot of detail. They're definitely coming back. And this is for the bride that wants something fashion forward, but also a little bit whimsical and fun. I feel like with a skirt like that, you just have to twirl.
Yes, and this one is like if you really are going for that ballroom 300 people wedding or more, right? This is the dress you have to wear.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
at least it's the dress I would love to wear.
Oh, same, same.
Yeah, I'm totally a ball gown girl.
Me too.
And now we are moving to trend number 5, and we are talking about the long entertainment trains, which is amazing because these collections, Val Stefani and Moonlight, they have so many and so many beautiful dresses with trains that are just stunning for reals. Like, I mean, perfect example, this one, right?
Yes, my jaw was on the floor yesterday when I saw these trains. They are next level, and I think this is great for if you're a bride who wants that dramatic look, but maybe you're not into ball gowns. A long, dramatic, detailed train is a great way to go.
Absolutely. Well, the first one is from the same dress that we saw on the video. And that the name of that dress is Monaco, which is also a city that I love. But just look at that train. I mean, it's just fantastic. I love the fact that it's just the clear, the transparent lace. It doesn't have any underlining. So it makes it really, really modern in that way. It doesn't look, it's long and is rich, but it doesn't make it vintage. It's really modern because it doesn't have underlining, right?
Yes, and you can really appreciate the lace too,
Mm-hmm.
with that transparency underneath. And I love also it's almost like the trim is doubled. There's a layer on the inside and on the outside, which I think is just super dramatic and gorgeous.
It is beautiful. I love it. And the one in the middle is showcasing one of the newest trends on the trains, which is the tulip shape. It's a little bit more on little triangles, almost like petal looking trains, and you are going to see it everywhere. You probably already saw it last season. It started last season, but this season it still continues. And now that we're talking about even longer trains, you're going to see it more.
Yes, and it's very delicate, it's very romantic. And it's just something a little bit different. And I think a round train is always beautiful and classic, but why not go for something that's a little bit different this year? I think it's absolutely stunning, and you can really appreciate like the lace trim when it's cut out in that way.
Yes. And then the last dress that we have on this page is from the Val Stephanie collection. And I love this train because it's really long, but it's not wide. And that's another thing we're going to see, right? The trains are going to be long, but they're not going to use that much space. And I feel like that's really good also for the micro weddings because you don't have that much space whenever you're getting married, probably. So you're probably going to get married in a backyard or rooftop or a smaller space. And this one gives you really the length and the elegance and the detail, but it doesn't take a lot of space where you're right next to your groom.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think too, while I love a long cathedral veil with a very long train, you totally don't have to wear a veil with this dress. The train speaks for itself.
Absolutely. Oh my God. And then this one, I mean, just next level because it matches that bag. And just imagine walking down the aisle with this train, and while people see in the front and they're like, oh, yeah, that's a beautiful dress. When they see the bag, they're like, oh my God. And just remember that this is what they are going to see during the ceremony, right? Your back. So
Yes.
we're gonna look at this train and this bag for 30 minutes to an hour. So perfect dress for
Yes, and I always say you have to love the dress all the way around. You can't just pick it for the front and you just can't pick it for the back. And this one, the back and the front are both incredible. So you definitely have a winner here.
Yes, and it's so rich. Again, it's from their couture collection, so it really looks couture. That train just really speaks couture.
Yes, yes. The blend of the more bold lace and then the finer lace is
Hmm.
something that looks very expensive.
Yes, for sure. And then this one again, we had talked about this dress before, and it has the combination of the tulle and the lace that makes it really rich and really modern at the same time, and the off the shoulders. So this dress is just like trends all around. The back is also really beautiful and it's really statement. So that's another trend, and it has florals. And we talk about the modern lace. That's another thing that you can really see.
Yes, it combines everything, but I think even though it combines so many trends, you can still say that it's ultra classic. Like you'll look back in 10 years and you'll still be happy that you picked it. So,
Yes, for sure. And then we're moving to trend number 6, which is the statement bags. Um, Again, designers just are getting ways to bring the dresses that were simple into a more current and interesting way. Um, so bags are going to be something that we're going to see. I feel like they went away for a little while, statement bags. They were really big a few years ago. They
mhm.
went away, and I am so glad they're coming back.
Oh, me too. And I think, it's one of those things, one of those trends that's going to keep coming around, but updated in a new way every time. So we were seeing super simple, just low backs, but now you're going to be noticing interesting details and straps as well.
Yes. And this dress, the first one again is from the video that we saw, and this one that's the double crisscross, which I love. And in the front, you see the double strap, which is also really interesting. So in the back is 3 straps, and in the front is only 2. And I feel like that's really, really interesting and makes this dress something definitely that your guests are going to talk about.
Yes, and those straps are embellished as well, which
Mhm.
is again just another little added extra. Instead of something plain, you get a little bit of shimmer, which is beautiful.
Yes. And then the one in the middle is from the Simple Val Stefani collection, which is supposed to be the lower price point. But I mean, look at that detail. That doesn't look low price point at all. That floral, again, with the shimmery little embellishment on the edge and on the strap. And we talk about the illusion fabric that is not so skin tone. Now it's a little bit ivory and white, and we are able to see it playing really beautiful with all skin tones. And I also love that little cut that it has in the back. So the back uh, has the keyhole, but in a different place, right? In a very unique way.
Yes, and keyhole backs I feel like will always be very popular, especially if you have something that's like a more boho style, like we see there on the right, or something with a cap sleeve. But I love this little like updated version. And again, as you said, you just get a ton of detail on this dress. And I love how the lace just kind of crawls on the mesh super delicately. It's a really romantic look.
Yes. And just a little reminder, guys, again, if you like any of these dresses, take a screenshot, write it down, so you can be prepared when you go dress shopping, and you can just tell them exactly what you want, right? And then also we have a few questions, and we're going to get to those at the end of this presentation. So don't go anywhere. We're going to answer all your questions. But now we're going to continue with the bags. So the last look is, again, the keyhole bag, but this one is a little bit more boho. Even the lace is a little bit more structured and less on the floral side. So this one is perfect for that bride that is looking for the bohemian look. with the new trend of the back.
Yes, and I love the hair up with something like this, just because you can really show off and appreciate the back. And I love how just simple it is. It just lets the dress shine.
Yes, for sure. And then we talked about this back before. This is the one that had the amazing train that matches. This one is really rich and really glamorous, and is for that bride that really wants to make a statement.
Yes, and the buttons, such a classic touch. I love them. I'm a huge fan. Everyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with buttons, but I think in this case, it's just a super elegant touch.
For sure. And then we go back to this beautiful dress, which I adore. And I told you I'm going to show you the back, and now you can see it. So it's a corset bag that it still has the illusion. And I just love this new trend. A lot of designers are doing this, where they're showing the corset, but you can see it, but you can see still the illusion. So I just love it. Just
yes,
love it.
It's super subtle, super sexy, but not too much, and very, very modern with the illusion and the boning both showing at the same time.
Yes, I love that. And then finally, we have the dress on the right. That's from the Moonlight Tango collection, which again is supposed to be a low price point, but I don't know. I don't see anything low price point on this dress again. And it has the lace, it has the beading, and it's just so romantic. And if you are looking for like your fairy tale wedding, I feel like this dress is just on point. And it doesn't, the back is not like something that is going to take away from the look, right? The detail is just on the bottom and on the sides, which gives the opportunity to show your back without having that trend of the statement back at the same time.
Yes, and I love too how the V-shaped back is cut a little bit wider. So for the girls who maybe want to wear their hair down or half up, half down, you can still see the detail on the back, and you can wear your hair down at the same time without taking away from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all we have for you guys as far as trends. And again, I had told you guys to write down the styles that you like, or take screenshots, or remember still, if you didn't have the opportunity to do that, we're going to send you the video replay so you can do it again, replay those dresses that you fell in love with. And of course, I know you are going to ask, where can I buy these dresses? So if you want to find a retailer and make an appointment and try them on, you can go to moonlightbridal.com and then click on the menu on store locator. It will give you all their authorized retailers. They have many in the United States and internationally as well. And same thing with Val Stefani, valstefani.com, store locator on their menu, and you will find all the bridal salons that carry these beautiful gowns where you can try them on, make an appointment, and find the dress of your dreams.
Which I feel like, how can you not find the dress of your dreams? There's so many gorgeous ones.
You obviously found something. I mean, they had something for everybody. We talk about the simple chic. We talk about the romantic ball gowns. There's so many mermaids as well. And they have something for boho. They have something for classic. They have something for everybody, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Now we are going to move, guys, into our Q&A. So let me open this for you. I can't open. I think I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can open the Q&A. Perfect. There you go. All right. So we have from Facebook, love these detachable pieces. Yeah, I know the detachable pieces were so amazing, you guys. They were so amazing. And then another one from Facebook, OMG, perfect. Yes, I know you guys love it. Yes, we are loving all the trains this season. Yes, the trains. Oh my
Mhm.
God, you guys, for sure, look for something with a beautiful train if you want to bring your dress to this trendy season, right?
Yes, looks great in photos. You won't regret it. The wedding photos last forever. So,
Yeah, and then we also talk about how they are the statement piece during the ceremony because everybody's
mhm.
going to be looking at that where you are saying your vows to your beautiful groom or bride. Do I have to wear a simple gown for my micro wedding? That's the first question we have.
Ooh.
What
I
do you?
say I'm always hesitant to tell anyone that they have to do something. Um, I would say if you are having a very small wedding and you've always dreamed of wearing a ball gown, like just do it because you don't want to regret it. That being said, if you are having a bigger reception, maybe next year, maybe that's the time to wear the big ball gown, depending on where you're getting married. But again, don't buy something that you don't love just because you feel like you have to because it's a trend or everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to say just wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your wedding day. Oh, you can wear whatever you want. If you want a simple dress, wear a simple dress for your micro wedding. If you want to wear the big ball gown, wear the big ball gown. If you want a lot of bling, it's your big day. You do it on the way you want it. And I also feel like we are not doing micro weddings in this case because everybody's like, oh yeah, I love micro weddings, I want to do that. We are doing it because we're in this situation where we are basically forced to. So I don't feel like anybody's going to judge you because you're wearing the big beautiful dress for a small wedding, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a ball gown girl and I know I definitely wouldn't compromise. So.
No, for sure. um the next one, can plus size brides wear ball gowns or is a fitted dress a better for my body type?
All right, I would say it's really what you feel most beautiful in. Um, Everybody of every size looks, maybe better in a different silhouette. We're all different. So I would say just play with it. Try on all the silhouettes, try on what you love, see what works for you. Overall, for everyone, I would say if you are going to do a ball gown, usually a natural waist ball gown is the most flattering, like universally for everyone. But again, just try on and see. I mean, I think most people haven't worn many gowns in their life, so it's kind of just one of those things that you have to see what works for you.
Yeah, definitely make an appointment, try on dresses, try on mermaids, try on ball gowns. Even if you're not a plus size bride, I recommend these for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Try on different styles. And I am of the idea that the dress finds you and not you find the dress. So you may have something in mind and say, well, I'm a plus size bride. Maybe I cannot wear a ball gown. I'm just going to go and try on mermaids. And then for whatever reason, you try on a ball gown and that's the dress.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have something in mind. And as soon as you try it on, you are going to probably change your mind most likely. And you know this because you work with so
So
many
true. So true. I've had brides come in and say, I hate tulle. I don't want tulle. They end up trying on tulle and saying yes to a tulle dress. So you really do not know. And speaking from experience, not that I'm married, but I've tried on many gowns for fun. Half the gowns that I thought I would love, I didn't like on myself. And then sometimes you're pleasantly surprised, something that you didn't think you would love, you end up loving. So,
Yes. So go in, make an appointment, try on ball gowns from Moonlight Bridal and Val Stefani, and you'll find that one for sure.
yes.
They have so many beautiful things. Okay, the next question we have, can I wear my hair down if I choose a dress with a statement back?
Okay. So I think it depends. Again, if you love your hair down, don't do something different just because you feel like you have to. If you feel the most you with your hair down and you always wear your hair down, that's how you feel comfortable and you like your hair, then wear it down. I think you could maybe do like half up, half down. That way it's not taking away completely from the back. But if you're flexible with your style and you do have a back with like crazy lace detail and a ton of things going on, I would say maybe do your hair up if that's something that you like. But again, it's up to you.
Yes, completely. And then finally, when should I start dress shopping for my 2021 wedding?
Okay. So in normal circumstances, I would say like usually around a year mark is good to like start looking, especially if you have no idea what you are looking for, because sometimes it takes a little bit of extra time. Being the situation that we are in, I would say don't wait too long, just because different designers may take a different, amount of time to make the dresses. But again, if you're getting married in like 2023, which I know you asked for 2021, but if you're getting married in 2023, I wouldn't start looking in 2020, because you'll probably like look at collections that came out in like next year and the year after, and then you might regret what you picked. So it's a balance.
Definitely it's the balance between having enough time to order that dream dress and also not order too soon where you will have regrets and see new trends and modern things and different styles that you will be like, oh, I wish I would get that. So definitely it's a balance, but for sure have enough time to order your dress, start dress shopping. If you're going to get married in 2021, I'm going to say start dress shopping right now for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they are also asking about prices for the dresses. So every dress, of course, is a different price. So I'm going to give you guys just a range on each collection. And for more specific prices, again, make an appointment with a bridal salon or contact Moonlight Bridal or Val Stefani, and they will give you, for sure, better information than what I have. So the Moonlight Tango collection retails from $775 to $1,100. Moonlight collection goes from $1,000 to $1,650, which is super reasonable for any dress. And the couture, Moonlight couture goes from $1,650 to $2,400, which for couture is really good pricing, amazing pricing. And this is another thing that I know surprises brides is sometimes when we start dress shopping, or at least when I was getting married, I had no idea how much wedding dresses cost. And I show up to my appointments and I was like, oh my God, that costs a lot of money. And then as I start dress shopping, I discovered that no, actually, these are really good pricing because there's dresses, guys, that cost tens of thousands of dollars. So just be prepared, have a budget in mind when you go into trying on dresses. That is going to be really important for you because you're not going to be trying on a dress that you're going to be disappointed because you cannot afford it, right? You're going to be trying on dresses that actually you can afford. And also you're going to be realistic when you go into your appointment and not expect something that is unattainable.
Yes. And I would say too, if, your budget is maybe not like tens of thousands of dollars, which let's be honest, most people's, especially now, is not, don't feel bad or discouraged at all. I mean, my account is called Luxe Bride Guide. And while I love like the luxury fashion, you can get amazing detail at a very reasonable price. So do not be discouraged if, your dress isn't like $10,000. You can find something absolutely amazing in your price point if you know where to look.
Yes, for sure. And I mean, we just see with these examples, Moonlight Tango starts from $775. I mean, less than $1,000. That is super reasonable for a wedding dress. And then the Val Stefani collection that starts the Simply Val Stefani, which is the lower price point, it starts at $950, which is also super reasonable. And the Val Stefani collection starts at $2,500. So that is also couture, and it starts really reasonable at $2,500. That's a really good price. Perfect. Well, now I'm going to share my screen so we can say our goodbyes and just give you a little bit of a roundup of who we are and what we did. And thank you so much, everybody that came over. Thank you so much, Christina,
Oh,
for
thank
being
you.
here.
My pleasure.
Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM us. Christina and I are very responsive on our DMs on Instagram. Follow us, ask us any questions about these dresses or any other dresses. Make sure you follow Moonlight Bridal and Val Stefani so you can get more information, and also you can get information of their new collections that they're going to release next year, just in case you haven't found the one. They can still come up with very beautiful new dresses for you in the following months. So make sure you follow them. And if you have any questions on pricing, retailers, they are the ones that are going to be better informed and give you better information on that. And that's all I have for you. Anything from you, Christina, before we go?
Just thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you for allowing me to be your co-host. It was super fun. All of the dresses are so amazing. And I hope that anyone who is currently engaged finds their dream dress, and hopefully it's one of these stunning styles.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure. Keep an eye on your inbox for the replay. And if you're watching the replay, send us questions through DM. And bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.